Hi, this is Brandon from B&R Tackle, and today we're in the B&R Tackle warehouse to do a rigging demonstration for the new B&R Tackle LowPRO jig floats. So starting with the rod, this is a 9 to 10 foot spinning rod, medium action. I think this is rated 6 to 15 pound test. This is a 3000 series spinning reel, and for the braided line we have on here for the main portion, this is 25 pound Fins wind tamer. Most any kind of lighter diameter braided line between 20 and 30 pounds is probably what you're going to look for. Something that has really small diameter but casts really well. For the bumper onto our braided line, so we have the braided, and this is a crazy Alberto knot here, and this is to 20 to 25 pound monofilament, and what I'm looking for here is a really stiff monofilament. So I believe this is Maxima. You see how stiff it is, and this is nice because as the stiffness of the mono will stand up above the float, you'll get a little lift on the float, so it'll kind of make your mending a little bit easier, and this will be easier to see when the float's actually on the line. And then I got about 2.5 feet, and then I have a blood knot to my actual like leader, and then this is 15 pound P-line fluorocarbon, and this will go straight to my jig. Now we're actually going to put the bobber on. So each bobber comes with 2 pieces of tubing for the top and 2 pieces of tubing for the bottom. I've already taken these out. So first you take the bigger diameter tubing, you put that on your leader first. It's kind of sliding up from the bottom just like this. Then you take your smaller diameter tubing and slide that on. This is pretty small diameter, but it'll slide on pretty easily. Now you have your 2 pieces of tubing on here. And next, you're going to take the float and you're going to install it onto the tubing. So first you take your float and the big piece of tubing here, and you'll push the tubing onto the head. This is usually kind of difficult because the fit is so tight, but you just kind of work your way around and push it on there, and you see the clear tubings there, so you can still see the float underneath. And then you take the bottom tubing, you see here, and kind of thread that up under the stem, just like this. And there you go. So now you have the tubing on to your monofilament. And then you can see here with the thickness of this bigger Top Shot mono, you can see what you mean, because you get a little more mend off of here, and then you can kind of pull it snug. It doesn't have to be tight here. And then this will go down to the jig, and now we're going to tie the jig on. This is your standard 1/8 ounce nightmare jig, and I usually just use an approved clinch knot to get that tied on there. And there we have your standard bobber jig rig with a LowPRO jig and a 1/8 ounce Seth's Fisher Nightmare jig. Now say you want to fish a little bit deeper, all you do is you grab the float right here, pull the monofilament up, and you get the blood knot portion to go through the stem here. You go a little bit shallower. If you want to go deeper, but the thing you just hold right here and slide down, and you can go deeper. And that is how you adjust the LowPRO float. And those are available now at retailers and on our website. And in case you didn't notice, we also have some new apparel options on the market.